Pulse chain.
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 When you take a look at the INC incentive token chart for the last month or so, you will see that we are on an upward trend. The pump is taking place on INC, and we'll come back to this chart in a second. Richard Hart has put out an interesting tweet about INC, and he is saying that things people don't understand about INC. Number one, you'll always have to buy PLS or PLSX to get it, because that's the pairs people put into their liquidity into. Look at the auto router, pick to see a path, or you can farm it. So if we take a look at that auto router, you can see a DAI to INC conversion here, and it goes from DAI to pulse chain to INC, and then you get your INC out at the other end. So that's how that part works. The majority of the liquidity is also farming INC. Now he's put a link here to the PulseX farms. You can see that here. And these are on the upward trend as well as the price is going up. As you can see here, some of the percentages are looking a lot nicer than they have been doing in the recent months. These are some of the highs that I've been seeing in the last few weeks. I'm in a few of these pools. I've been in some of the others too. You've got 18% there for the Pulse and PulseX. The stable coins here are all over 100 now, 150s there. The ETH pool is also at 100. Hex and Pulse at 40, and then you've got the INC pools here around the 50s mark. So these farms are looking pretty good right now. The higher the INC price, the higher the rewards to the farmers. Notice that every farming pair has WPLS except one. You can see Hex and PLSX on the list of farms as well. So yeah, they all have PLS as the pair, except for the last one here, which is INC and PLS. So I don't think INC. I don't link INC. I think he says I don't. I think it means I don't like INC more than PLS, PLSX, or Hex. But it's gone up the hardest, and the chart is the chart. There's a chance it might bring a different type of speculator into the ecosystem. Who knows? So let's hope so. INC is looking very good. So if we go over to the DEX screener, we can see the liquidity there. This is INC and PLS. So you've got 43 million there. 24-hour clock is looking exceptionally good, 23% up. And you can see the pattern here on PLS is slightly different to the PLSX one, which we'll look at now. So you have more sells there actually than buys. More sells, but you have more buyers than sellers. So it looks like the same people are selling off. But if you look at the volume here, there's a big difference here. Normally you don't see too much difference in these two when you look at various different pairs, but there's a solid 3 million plus on the buy section here for PLS. This is the month's chart looking like that. If we go over to PLSX, you can see the liquidity there is up to 48 million almost. Now 24-hour clock is 22% up. Here is slightly different. You've got more buyers than sells, and more buyers and sellers as the other one. But again, you can see the big disparity there between the buy volume and the sell volume. So people are coming in, they're pumping in. So it's looking good for INC at the moment, and Richard Hart looks pretty happy about that.